Hi folks, Dave, the man from the East, the true solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. I am doing this video, I think it's been long enough where I produced videos and put out Forrest Fenn's solve to everyone so they could observe it, dissect it, think about how it fits. I'm pretty much at a point now where I'm done just trying to let people figure it out because they're not. I am stating to everyone right now that I am the man who solved this. If you think that you solved it, you did not solve it. Okay? Bottom line, one person did, and it wasn't you. And I'm going to tell everyone the same thing. If you think you have a solve, it is wrong. Jack does not have a solve. They are not producing a solve because they don't have anything to put out. And what they're literally waiting for is for you people to understand that there is a solve out there right now that is the true solve. And if you don't see it, they're praying that you don't see it. But I'm telling you right now, every single person out there, you can get pissed at me for doing this and putting this video out, but it's calling every single person out now. I've tried to let the Fenn community in on the actual solve and see their reaction, see how smart they are, see how creative they are to be able to understand this and see it for what it is. They're missing it, folks. It's going right over their heads, and they half of them are probably just lazy and do not want to watch my videos. And that's on them. The actual true solve is out there right now. And if you want to know what it is, watch my video. And you really do, folks. You really have to let go of what you think the actual solve is. And you go, well, that doesn't fit what I thought it was. It's not going to fit what you think it is. The actual solve is what came up with the final resting spot of Forrest Fenn's treasure, where the cross was, where the Kent and the Esther cross was sitting. And that connection between Kent and Esther and the cross that was so important to him to bring into his solve and solution. And 15 years, I literally had one of the upper channels there, I consider him, contact me and say, you have really good content, and you did the video really good about the one and only true solve by the true solver. The thing that he told me, which surprised the hell out of me, was that I had too many hints. He didn't think there were that many hints that fit the solve, but he liked my video and thought it was very good, and I should do more videos of the treasure content of the solve. But he feels like there's 1 to 3 hints in the book. Folks, it's not. It doesn't take it. It's not going to take someone 15 years just to put together a 24-line poem and 6 stanzas in 15 years to put that together. He constructed this thing so that there were a lot. There were huge hints, like he said. One big one, the intrusion is intrusive igneous rock. That was the big one. Okay. But as far as all of the other hints that are in that book, there are so many that I bring into my solve for you folks. Between Lewis and Clark, looking for Lewis and Clark, that in the video is absolutely huge. He is telling you need to look for Lois and Clark. Clark Kent. Kent is on the grave marker. These people that don't want to accept this solve, you people, I don't even care if you don't want to accept it. You're not accepting Forrest Fenn's actual factual solve, because I've given you the 9 clues that literally pinpoint Palisade Sill. Every clue that I've given you, nobody else has a solve like this, and nobody else has the answers to every single thing that you people are asking. I've seen it on videos. Oh, I can't wait until the true solve comes out. Well, watch my videos. You'll see that the true solve is out there. And Jack and his cohorts up there, the fraud that's going on, they are praying to God that you don't see the actual true solve here, which is wide open for you. And that is the reason they don't put anything out. Because if they put something out right now, and then all of you people realize, wow, Dave Woodard has the right solve, we should have backed him from the beginning. That's what they're waiting for. They are expecting you people to be smarter. Well, let me put it this way. I am expecting you people to be smarter than what I've been seeing. There are some people out there that see it. You see it. You people are brilliant little minds, and I love it. And this took pretty much 6 years to figure out. And I am still learning other clues that fit in. But I did one of the last videos I did about the third book with the big POW, the POW on the front for like superhero stuff. That video really nails it for the third book on things that I knew I wanted to look in the third book. So if you don't want to watch any video and you don't want to see the actual True Solve video, it's a little bit long. You know what I suggest? I suggest that you get somebody that doesn't believe you with your solve, and you sit down with them and say, let's watch this video together constructively, and watch my one and only true video. All right? Somebody else is trying to copy it because they know it's a really good video out there of what the actual solve is. So somebody else is trying to throw the one and only true solve out there, which I don't care. Whatever. Watch my video with somebody that is going to be constructive with you, and keep your open mind with it, because you people are missing it. It's passing you right by. Your one chance. If you feel like Jack Stoof is a liar and something fishy went on, anything, I don't even care if you think, oh, I know it was in Wyoming, but it wasn't Jack who did it. Watch my video. If you think, well, it was in Colorado, not Wyoming, watch my video. It's that simple, folks. If you want the true solve matched up to a specific area perfectly, it is Palisade Sill in New Mexico, in Cimarron Canyon. Now, as far as the actual 9 clues that I put out in my solve video, those are the 9 clues. The map portion, it fits perfectly for Palisade Sill. And in the third book, as I said, I was going to look for anything that had to do with Palisade. He literally put Palisade in the Pleiades story towards the end of the book with the Little Dipper, the Pleiades constellation, because the words were so close. Now, all of these clues that I've given you, folks, they line up perfectly, and they're even fitting better. And I haven't even gone back to look at more things. I did at one in the second book when he says demise of the bullet. And then right under in the first line, he talks about a locomotive. You got Superman. I call it the Superman solve because it's literally Clark Kent, which is the Kent and Esther on the cross. That cross that was so important about the homely girl that he had to bring back into his solve. People, there are hundreds of clues here and hints that I've given you. If you just take the time to literally watch them and learn. But you have to have that constructive, open mind. You can't be closed-minded when you watch these videos. If you do, it's just going to go right beyond you, and you are never going to see Forrest Fenn's true solve. And I'm telling you, folks, somebody has to step up and tell you that you are wrong. And I am the guy that's going to do it. And you can criticize me. You can call me crazy, but the smart people out there that really want to have closure and really want to know what the actual solve is, you're the ones that are going to take the time and look at this video constructively. And even though every single thing may not line up for you to say, well, I get this works out, this doesn't. Okay, that's fine. That's what different views pulled in solve it, but there's only going to be one person that's going to figure every single thing out, and 90% of it is, I would say, is probably what I have so far. But I had enough to know that cross in Cimarron Canyon at Palisade Sill, next to the parking lot, was Forrest Fenn's final resting spot. You folks can call bullshit. I don't care. That was it. If you can't stand up and look at everything constructively, then there's something wrong with you, okay? Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I'm tired of the bullshit from everybody. You keep asking for closure. You keep asking for the guy to come forward. Well, I have. You need to get off your ass and watch the videos. It's that simple. I'm not mad at people for not. I mean, people are lazy. Generally, I'm lazy. I sleep as late as I want now. But you have to decide. You keep, the community complains that there's no closure. There's something wrong. There's Jack's lying. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know how you people watch videos and you donate to these channels and they don't know their ass from their elbow. And I will tell you straight out, they don't. If they're following Jack, they're following a fraud. They're just riding on their little channel trying to make their money. You people want closure. You people want to solve. This is it. Watch my videos. I'm telling you, if you don't, then you have nobody to blame but yourself as far as no closure and nobody to say, hey, let's put this guy up in front. He knows exactly every single thing in the poem and how it fits. And he also knows that when he actually found the true blaze, a month later, Forrest came out with, I have a gut feeling it's going to be solved by the next summer. I see you people post things like, Forrest got mad at somebody in 2017, 2018. I can tell you why. I see people post, Forrest got mad at somebody in 2019 and it was the solver or the person who supposedly solved something. I can give you the answers to that. Folks, if you don't join the one person who literally, really, actually, factually solved this treasure hunt, you're just giving up 15 years of Forrest's work for all of us. And the family is just screwing Forrest over, and he should, I guarantee he's rolling over in his grave from what his family is doing right now. If they're hiding his will, whoever's taking his emails away and deleting them and hiding the will, they are hiding because Forrest knew that there was a man from the East that solved it. And he said that. And that's what they're trying to cover up. You folks may not get it. I'm telling you, that's what happened. All the answers I can give you. And I have given you a lot of them. But not until we all join together are we going to be able to fight that monster of fraud with Jack up in the front with his ugly little puss there. And you folks know that that's all fraudulent. And that's why they're not coming out with anything. They're waiting to see how, what I've mentioned, to see what level of knowledge you have, of what level of smart, brilliance, whatever you want to call it. They're waiting to see how stupid all the Forrest Fenn community want to be together and not follow what the true solve is. And that's what they're betting on. That's why they're not coming out with anything. Because if they do come out with it, and all of you folks go, wow, this is the actual solve, we finally see it, they're going to go, well, they don't have anything out right now. They don't have to put anything out. And they're not going to put anything out. You can say they keep waiting. Maybe they're doing a Netflix show right now that is all based on a lie. You people, there are smart people out there. I know there are smart people. And there are creative people that can look at my solve and say, this is the actual solve. This is. Even though I may not agree 100% on everything that I say, like you people may not agree 100%, there's no way in hell. My sister said it to me today at a wake I was at a funeral. She said, how can people not see that? How can people not see that Superman, like looking for Lewis and Clark, is actually looking for Lois and Clark, and then Clark Kent, he brings in Captain America and other superheroes in his third book, and literally slapping you across the face with the Palisade in the Pleiades story, where he talks about the first line, that big double page with the stars, the Pleiades constellation. That very first line, he talks about a wall of trees And that is what a palisade is. He's slapping you in the face with it because nobody got it in the first book. Nobody got it in the second book except for me. And I never got the third book. I didn't need it. I already knew what the solve was, folks. If you folks cannot see that the actual solve is what I've done, then this really, there's naiveness, okay? I don't want to be cruel here, but there's a level of naiveness, a level of intelligence, a level of stubbornness, a level of dumbness, what I've said before. Seriously, folks, there's so many clues that I bring in that you should be able to understand and see if you just take the time and watch them. Watch my last 6 videos or whatever it is. The Palisades again, that video, that's only 6 minutes long, folks. Take the 6 minutes and watch it. It was even before I had the third book. I solved the clue from that. And I told you then, before I had the book, what I was going to look for. And he does. He says 2 times in the book about screwing up words and how he switches letters. That's why the Pleiades comes into just like Palisade. Folks, everything is there. And it is in order. And it is solved for you. All you need to understand is the word there means Palisades Hill. Your search area. His favorite spot when he was a kid. It was never established as a state park until 1979. So nothing was ever done in that state park. It was just secluded as you drove through. So the thing is, it was quiet in there, and he could go in and fish all day and go up to his secret hiding spot, which was that fire pit, 500 feet up from the parking area. That area right there is his secret area, folks. When I found that, within a month, Forrest said that he knew. He felt like the treasure was going to be found. And then with me giving up the next year because of my trip with my kid and my buddy that didn't turn out so good, and the fires in Cimarron, that's why he said my thoughts are wavering. All this stuff, if you start looking at my videos, I may be a pain in the ass or an asshole in some of my videos, and I'll admit it. I get frustrated with some of the stupid remarks, but they literally are stupid remarks because you people don't want to look and see the actual solve of what it is. But the smarter people out there that really want the solve and want the closure, you people are going to be the ones that are going to look at this. And you're going to pass it around because I'm going to tell you the only way to stop this fraud, when you actually see that this is a real true video and the real true solve of Forrest Fenn's hard 15 years of work. That's what you need to understand. It's not just pull 9 lines out up in Wyoming. It's not going to happen, and they're not going to give it to you. And you people that are in the community with your vlogs and videos, you are the ones I'm relying on, using a little bit of that brain power of yours to put aside your solve and stop going, oh, this guy thinks he's better than everybody else. I don't. I'm regular schmuck that just figured out what Forrest Fenn's poem was. And the issue I have, I had the cross removed, yes, okay? For the people that are wondering, I had the cross removed. But it didn't take away anybody to still be able to solve Forrest Fenn's poem and make it to the final resting place where the fire pit was, down next to the parking lot. I didn't remove the fire pit. The cross that had the significance of 1,000 different other hints that pull in with the book, and especially in the third book with the superhero comics that he talks about in his third book. He brings in comic books, and they used to be called funny books. That I didn't know was in the third book. If I knew that, I would have figured out who Kent was sooner than just figuring out recently. But I knew that cross with Kent Esther was Canester. You might as well stay home and play Canasta. There's so many connections that pull this in. If you really don't see it, there is a set level of naiveness, but there's also a level of dumbness for the people who do see it, and you don't want to accept it. I don't care either way. I am letting you know I am the guy that needs to rise to the top for all of you people to get closure and know exactly why Jack is saying it's in Wyoming, when you people will see and understand that I've given you right in your hands the actual solve to Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. There's nothing more I can say besides look at the videos that I've just done recently, especially the one and only True Solve, folks. Watch that video. Take the time and watch it. Fast forward to the beginning if you don't want to watch me explain just a little bit about Forrest, so people that didn't understand. There has to be some kind of explanation somewhere. And I'm realizing now I probably should have did the actual solve and then did the 9 clues in that particular order, because I tell people the 9 clues and maybe they shut the video off. I don't know. But if it doesn't catch your attention to at least see 1, 2, or 50 of the different things that I pull in, why this all fits perfectly at Palisade Sill, and then the third book talking about a Palisade in the Pleiades story. Come on, folks. You cannot tell me that you can't understand it. And I know that some of the people that are Jack's friends or Jack, I get emails from Jack, and he posted that. Somebody said that email wasn't Jack's. Whose was it? You couldn't tell me whose it was, but the email that Jack sent me with the picture that was fake, he sent me another message saying, after I did that video about his emails, Jack sent me another email saying, I have multiple emails, and I saw that picture, and I thought it would be funny to send it to you. Folks, those pictures, that picture was sent to me so that I would look like a fraud, and I one-up them, and they know that. And you're going to get absolutely nothing from them. And eventually, when the smart people out there realize that this is the actual solve, this is the solve that is going to stop all the bullshit that's going on up there. And if you don't want to back it, then don't back it. There are going to be people smart enough that say, I need to back this guy. He's right. Everything he said lines up perfectly, and it's all connected. And the guy that said, the one that has a big vlogging site, said, your content is great. I like the video. Do more about the treasure. But there's only 1 to 3 hints in the book. Folks, you know that that's wrong. There's not 15 years of constructing a book. And he had the other stories ready for more. And to give you even more. And I gave you the book 1 and book 2 hints. Okay? That's the video before the POW video about the third book. If you really want to watch that one, that's what's a little long, but it shows the connections between the first book and the second book and what is in Palisade Sill. There's too many connections with what I've given you that if you don't see it, it's because you're not watching enough of the videos. And folks, you're just going to miss it. It's going to go by, but it's going to be solved by some people are going to say, this is the actual solve. We see it in what he says. Now, I put my heart and soul to let you people know and have you see it yourselves, but you're not doing that. There's only about 10 people who really see what the actual solve is. And that's why I'm doing this video, to piss off the people who don't want to take the time and get off your ass and look at my videos. Take the time to understand it. It's there. I swear to God, folks, you are not going to find, if you think that it's somebody else, you're going to be disappointed and you're never going to find out what happened. If you want to really find out what happened, take the time, watch my videos, and understand, okay? I can give you the answers of timelines of when things happen. And when Forrest got pissed at somebody in 2019, it was because he got pissed. I sent him the picture, but never told him whether or not I dug up the treasure or not. And if you want to find out why I didn't dig up the treasure, go to my videos. I had there should be no reason that treasure chest was pulled unless Forrest trusted somebody and in his family, or possibly one of the other vloggers, and said, hey, it's been found. This is where it is. And that's what they're hiding. And if you folks don't want to back me, you're never going to find out the truth of what really happened. But if you are smart enough and want to watch the videos to know what really happened, as far as the solve, that's the only I tell you right now, that's the only thing that's going to prove anything they say is a lie. Because when you see the actual solve and how many things fit together perfectly at Palisades Hill, then you will realize this is the actual solve. And I've given it to you. And I have full rights and everything to this solve. I don't want anybody, there's no movie that's going to be made about this solve unless it goes through me. And eventually there will be. And if Netflix is really making a video with Jack, the fraud guy right now, they're going to be sorry. Especially, there's no way they can put in the front, this is based on a true story. Because everything, I can tell you right now, everything that Jack has told you and the Forrest Fenn family is a lie. Forrest got railroaded, folks. If you think Forrest is alive, he's not. Forrest got railroaded. Forrest got forced into saying that it was in Wyoming because more lawsuits were coming in now that they tried to come forward, and people knew that they were fraudulent. I'm the only one that can prove it. If you folks don't want to back me, that's fine. I'll find people who will say, all right, you know what? I want to look at it objectively, and they're going to see. They're going to see the actual solve in here. Folks, don't miss it. Jump on board. Start following me. Show me some that you understand, that you've taken the time. Because if you don't, it's just because of laziness and you don't want to learn the real solve. And it's gonna go right by you. Take the time and make Forrest's energy and creativity worthwhile. Understand what he put into this, okay? Because when I had that cross removed and Forrest told somebody, everything went haywire from there. Whoever it was that Forrest told, whether they're trying to hide it because of the emails, the family, to one of the vloggers, or it's the Forrest, you won't know. You won't know a freaking thing until you back the actual factual solve, folks. I'm telling you, this is the only way we're all going to find closure and find out who screwed Forrest Fenn and the real solver over. And take it as you will, but I'm talking from my heart here, folks. I want you all to understand this is the actual solve. And if you don't see it, or if you still think it's yours, you are absolutely 100% wrong. And I will tell you that. You can put down the shit you want in my comments. I never deleted any comment ever. I thought about deleting Greg Wendell with that one, but a lot of people have. Anyways, I'm telling you, folks, if you don't want to take the time and learn and all join together, you're never going to find out what really happened and who's behind the fraudulent stuff. But I'm telling you right now, there's only one solve, and mine is a solve. Okay, folks? Just understand that fully, and you will see, as you watch the videos, you will see. Watch it with someone who doesn't know anything about the hunt, and they will see it in a different way. But, folks, one person, one solve, and one big screw over by Jack and I guess Shiloh, because Jack won't come forward until you folks push him with me up in front. So you decide. Take it as you will. I am Dave. I am the man from the East. The person Forrest mentioned, and which is why they jumped on bringing Jack forward, because it was all going to be hidden. All going to be hidden, folks. And when they did that, that's when they screwed up. And I can tell you, you folks know. You folks know from watching different things and not getting information. You understand. You in your heart, you know it was a screwy ending, and they screwed everybody over. Help me get this true story out there. That's what I've said right along. I've waited for you people to understand it, but you're not getting it. So now I'm telling you, I am the one man that you need to have up front to say, this is the guy that solved it. Why aren't you guys coming forward with something? And if you don't do that, you are letting the literally one and only chance you have of finding out what happened for everybody getting screwed over. That's all I can say. So give me your thumbs up, give me your thumbs down, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, if you give me a thumbs down, I know you're a dumbass or you're one of Jackass's friends. So that's up to you. Leave it. I'm not going to talk about it again. But the people that give me a thumbs up and realize that this is the actual solve, you're the ones that are going to make a difference in this hunt. And I just can't get through to the Fenn community to have their own vloggers. And I'm not even trying to get through to Barbara or Kyle Lazars or the other ones that they're out in left field, folks. And if you're watching them, that's on you. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time on where the solve is not. So follow me. Give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. I'll see how the response is from this. But if you want to respond to it, I'll tell you what. Watch the videos first and then respond to it. All right? Your thumbs down may turn into a thumbs up if you want to actually take the initiative and the energy to put into really finding out what happened. All right. I'm out. Peace out. Have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.